I'm going to demo the takeoff, so you can just follow me through on the controls.
Okay.
King City traffic, extra 771 Tango Alpha departing runway 11, left crosswind departure into the aerobatic practice area, King City. It's actually a really easy tailwheel airplane to fly.
You need a lot
Clear both directions. Say again?
You need a lot of right rudder then on the takeoff?
It's not much. You can kind of follow me through and you'll see I'm just going to play a little bit of right rudder as we go here. So I'm at full power. I bring the stick forward so that I can see. It'll accelerate, and when we get to about 80, right about now, I just rotate a little bit and it'll fly right off. Then I just let it accelerate to about 100, 110. That's sort of a good initial climb speed. I'm going to start my turn to the left here, or clear left, head out towards our practice area, and as we come through 1,000 feet, I'm going to go back to 25 inches of manifold pressure, 2,500 RPM. Boost pump can go off, we're still got good fuel pressure, engine's good, and whenever you're ready, you've got the controls. I have the controls. We'll just start with some kind of turns and just kind of wiggle everything around, and you'll just see it's just super set.
And we're just kind of climbing here like this?
Yep.
Doesn't need much rudder at all.
No, it's no rudder. It's an easy airplane to use for turns and stuff. Doesn't have much aftershocks off from the ailerons. Taper in the wing, there's not much rudder needed in the turns either. It's designed as a competition airplane, so it's really meant to be kind of stable and track really straight and be as easy to fly as possible.
And for a climb speed here, am I holding about 100? Is that a
100's good. If you want to play with it, 90 is best rate of climb. It's kind of fun because the nose comes up pretty high for that. And then you'll need just a little more right rudder as you slow down. That's it.
Right.
And it's actually kind of fun. It's just take your foot off the right rudder and just watch how much the nose moves, and you can kind of see, oh, that's what I use the rudder for. And then how easy it is to correct it. We'll climb up to 4,000 feet. And then whenever you're ready, we'll just do a 180 to sort of clear the area.
Either direction?
Either direction's okay.
I'll go to the left.
And you can always bank as steep as you want in this thing. It's used to constantly doing 4 and 5G turns, so
Clear to the below, clear above. Spin middle there.
and that's the perfect picture right there. If you just put the middle of the nose right on the horizon, your altitude will stay stuck and you don't even have to look in at the altimeter.
Clear below, clear above.
We'll keep this turn going. We're kind of aimed a little bit at the hills over here to the left.
Over here, back where we were.
Yeah, we're kind of right at the edge of we have a wavered airspace out here, so we try to stay in that as much as we can. Alright, this will be good right here. And we'll start with some stalls.
So you want me just to pitch back?
What we'll do first is just take the throttle. We'll just do some normal power off stalls.
I'm just going to turn the snare down for a second.
Sure.
Fire, prepare stepping load I, 1 minute.
So just grab the throttle off on your left there and just smoothly bring it back to idle. You'll feel that propeller go flat. It actually works like a really good speed brake.
All the way close.
Yeah. And we're just going to try to hold 4,000 feet here until the airplane stalls. It usually stalls at about 65 indicated. But again, really think about the stick position, the fact that us pulling back on the stick as we slow down is going to make the airplane stall. Just kind of note where your hands were when you felt that. You'll feel a buffet. I've got the stall horn turned off. So you're just going to feel a deep buffet. And all you got to do is just ease the stick forward to recover it. literally like a half inch forward and it'll recover. There's your stall. And you recovered. Good. Try that again. So again, just trying to find that position where the stall occurs.
Starting to get a little mushy.
Yep. Unstall. It's like a switch. And we'll bring the nose back up. We'll go ahead and climb back up to 4,000 feet so you can go back up almost to full power. I'll tell you when we're in a good spot. A little more power, more power, more power. A little more, a little more. Right there. We'll make a left turn. We'll climb back up. That was great.
Here for the turn? Or?
Yeah, this is fine. The next, we'll do a couple accelerated stalls. We can just bring the power back again.
To idle or just back?
Almost to idle. I'll let you know when we're in a good spot.
There's 4,000.
Alright, and we're going to slow down to like 70 or 80 knots. And then what I want you to do when we get there is just very quickly pull the stick back to that same position.
Oh, back more about there.
That right about there is fine. So when you see 80, just kind of quickly pull the stick about halfway back.
Okay, there's 80.
Alright. There's your stall. It goes forward, it unstalls. It's like a switch.
Do it again?
Yep. Stall, unstall. Cool, huh?
Pretty cool.
We'll make a turn to the left, and we'll do the same thing in a turn. Well, believe it or not, the airplane's less likely to spin out of a turn than it is from straight and level flight. A turn. So just keep increasing your bank angle, and just pull back on the stick and get into that same stall. So that's why it stalls in a turn, is because, again, we pull back. If we move it forward, it unstalls.
Do it again?
Yep. So stall accidents happen when we get basically encouraged by whatever we see going on to pull back. You can add power, we'll climb back up. That's great. Now the cool thing with the extras, a lot of people consider this a very violent or abrupt or, you know, bad stalling airplane. But it's still totally controllable. It's just all with where we put the controls. This is a good heading here. You can add a little more power. We'll just climb right back up to 4,000 feet. You're still feeling okay?
Okay.
So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to stall the airplane. We're not even going to try to control it. We're just going to see what happens if we don't do anything. It might spin, but probably not. We're just going to keep the stick back, and you're going to see it go into that wing rocking mode.
Okay, so we're coming up on 4,000 here, 39. And
Let's bring the throttle back to
4,000 idle.
Yep. Ease the stick back. When you feel it stall, just bring the stick all the way back and just try to hold the rudder and the ailerons neutral.
Just hold it all the way back.
Yep.
Okay.
It's going to rock back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And then whenever you want, just put the stick forward and it'll come right out of that mode.
And to hold altitude.
Yep.
There it is. Kind of wing rocking.
Yeah. Notice it's not spinning.
I'm just holding it back.
And we'll recover. We'll power up. We'll climb back up. More power. A little more power. A little more. Yeah. Perfect. We'll go ahead and turn around. That's how most airplanes behave in a stall. If you don't do anything, is you get that wing rock. Now that wing rock's usually very intimidating, right? Because it feels all out of control. But you see how the airplane sort of self-corrects it?
When you say recover, by the way, do you want me to apply power in those stalls? Because I wasn't.
Yeah, you can. It doesn't really matter.
Because it was so easy to recover just by lowering the nose.
Yeah.
I didn't even apply power.
That's fine. The main thing is just thinking angle of attack, which I always think of as being the elevator. So if you're unloading, then it's coming out. The power's mainly just for the climb up at that point. That's great, by the way. I always like that one because it kind of shows, hey, if I don't do anything, it's to spin. And the extra likes to spin. It's designed to be easy to spin. That wing dropping is not necessarily the start of the spin. All right,
I'll pull the power back a little.
yep, we can go ahead and bring the power back.
There we are at 4,000.
Okay, we can go back to idle again. We're going to go into another, yeah, we're going to do another power off stall. And this time we're just going to fly it.
So just want me to...
Yeah, just think ailerons to keep the wings level and rudder to keep us on heading. And you have to be kind of pump on the controls and sort of be quick.
But keep the aileron, keep the stick all the way back.
But keep the stick back, yep. Until you're ready to recover, and then just put the stick forward.
Getting mushy.
So just keep flying it. Just be kind of quick with the controls. There you go. So left rudder, you see trying to turn to the right. There you go. That's it. That's it. Just muscle it around. Just relax, breathe. You're in total control of this machine. It does not care. It's just unstable. There you go. Nice. Check that out. And we'll go and recover. Beautiful. Climb back up. We lost 800 feet. We're sinking fast enough we wouldn't want to hit the ground like that, but in total control of the airplane.
What was our descent rate there?
Oh, probably 2,000 foot a minute, something like that.
Oh, really? I didn't... More than I realized.
It's hard to tell up this high.
It's a very smooth airplane.
It's great, huh? All just direct. I mean, it's just push tubes to all the controls, and we can add some more power, a little more. You can be even faster with it. It's good to be smooth, but there you go, perfect. And we'll climb up to 4,000. It's fun having all those 300 horsepower. Feeling okay?
Oh, great, yeah.
That was outstanding. We don't lose control on the wing stalls. The plane doesn't just automatically go on the spin. You see the ailerons still work pretty good. It's, you know, they're a little mushy compared to what they were before we were stalled, but you did a great job of just being quick. You gotta be quick with everything when it stalls. Alright, now we're gonna do the same thing with the power on.
We're at 4,000.
Alright? So you can leave the throttle right about where it's at.
Okay.
Whenever you're ready, we're going to bring the nose up almost 45 degrees. It's going to feel ridiculously steep.
Just keep doing it?
Yep. Right about there. Now look off the left wing, and then you can kind of see where you're at. That's right, the attitude we want to hold.
What do you want me to do when it stalls?
Just basically hold that. So push forward a little bit. Little right rudder. Pull back now. We're stalled. Just keep flying it. Just keep flying it. The nose will drop on its own. That's normal. So a little left rudder. See, trying to turn to the right. There you go. So you use the rudder to control the heading. That's it. Nose comes back up. We're just hovering now. This is an air show. We call this a Harrier. Whenever you want to recover, just put the stick forward. You'll feel the airflow reattach. We actually gained altitude with all the power on. What do you think? I liked it. It's pretty cool, huh? Great. I'll make a left turn. Yeah, and these airplanes stalling just becomes another opportunity to have good control over the airplane. We don't want to do that down at 100 feet because we have to lose altitude in order to recover, and the sink rate can be really high. But we don't lose control. This is a good heading here. Still doing okay?
Oh, great, yeah.
Let's try a couple spins.
Okay. Tell me what you want me to do.
So this time, instead of controlling the stall, we're going to control the spin. And we're really going to think about the rudder being primarily what's controlling the spin in this airplane. So you can bring the throttle to idle. We'll do a power off stall. And once it stalls, same thing, bring the stick all the way back, but also apply full rudder.
Do you care which direction?
We can go either way.
Okay, I'll do right rudder.
You can go as far as many turns as you want, and then to recover, just check the power idle, full opposite rudder, put the controls neutral, and I'll talk you through the rest. So right rudder, stick back, gotta keep the ailerons neutral, right about there is good. Whenever you want to recover, just put in some opposite rudder. One. It's coming out on, you gotta recover my controls.
You got it.
You've got the controls?
I've got the controls.
So what happened there was we actually came out of the spin and we were spiraling.
Yeah, I saw that.
And so you lose a ton of altitude. So that's why I took it, is we went from losing maybe 200 foot per turn to about 1,500 feet per turn.
We try that again?
Yep. Really make sure that you get full rudder in, and stick is right back at your belly button. If you put the aileron into the spin, it can make it go into that spiral.
Okay.
We'll climb back up. Notice from the spiral, all you gotta do is neutralize the controls and it comes right out.
I was trying to get it back in the spin, but we were getting too low.
Yeah, exactly. So once it comes out, the altitude loss is really enormous. And it's hard to get it back spinning again once it's sort of picked up some momentum going down.
I didn't hold full rudder the whole time. I kind of unconsciously let it out.
Yep, that and again, you had a little bit of aileron into the spin, and that'll basically keep it from spinning.
All right, so we're back to 4,000.
Yeah, we can go up to 45 if you want, just to get a little more altitude for the spin. Try this one with the left rudder. This plane spins a little easier with the left rudder.
Okay.
Alright, so whenever you're ready, throttle to idle. Stick coming back. We got traffic, he's not a factor though. When you feel it stall, just full left rudder and stick straight back. There you go, just hold that. That's perfect. Just let it go. Nice. Whenever you want to recover, that's two. There's one right there. There's 1.5. That's 2. 1 more. 1.5. That's 3. So right rudder.
Neutralize the controls.
Right rudder. Stick forward. Nice.
And come in with some power.
Yep. And we'll climb back up. Go all the way to full power. Awesome. The only thing you can do different is just be a lot quicker with your feet. When you switch the rudder, just be aggressive with it. Don't ask the airplane to stop spinning, tell it to stop, and it'll recover a lot quicker when you do that.
Okay.
That's great. How you feeling?
I'm fine. And my aileron, my control's neutral. Release the back stick, right? Go to forward.
Exactly.
Go to neutral, basically.
Yep. And in this airplane, the other thing you can do is just let go of the stick, and the stick will actually automatically go to where you want. That's sort of our emergency recovery in this, is you just let go of the stick. Make a right turn as we climb up here. We'll try the one to the right again.
How many turns do you want me to do before I recover?
Oh, it's up to you. I'll let you know if we get too low. I'll just tell you to recover. And then if it gets even lower than that, then I'll just take the plane and recover. But two turns is usually fine, but it's up to you.
Okay. Well, here we are, 4,500.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and pull the power back to idle. Hold my altitude, hold my heading. Go.
You can just think stick straight back, full rudder.
It's going to be to the right.
Yep. And when you recover, just think quick opposite rudder. Very good. Little left stick, left stick, left stick. That's it right there.
1, 2.
Yes, nice. And pull. You can add power as you're pulling out. Awesome. That was great. Only lost 1,500 feet for a 2-turn spin. That's great. Make a left turn here. Still doing okay?
Oh, yeah.
We'll keep the turn going. We'll kind of head towards the airport here. We'll go up to 4,500, and what we're going to do here is we're going to play with that skidding the turn versus slipping the turn.
What about the heading?
Yeah, that's fine. And 4,000 feet will be okay.
All right, here's 4,000.
So let's start with a skid first. So we'll bring the throttle back. We'll slow down to about 80 or 90. We'll start a turn to the left. And then just start feeding in left rudder, but try to keep the sight picture outside the window exactly the same. Okay. So just keep putting in more left rudder, more left rudder, more left rudder.
Purposely skidding?
Yep. So more left rudder, get that stick back. When you feel it stall, you're going to feel it want to roll.
Right.
So just roll back to upright. A little accelerated stall, so just relax the stick. There you go. Good.
That was weird.
That's that skidding or overshooting base turn to final. You can see it's not really a spin, it just kind of flips you over. We can add some power, we'll climb back up.
So for that, what my control should have been, I kind of used aileron and rudder to come back. Is that what I should have done?
That's what you should do.
It was really not stalled, you said.
It is stalled briefly. What you did is you get the stick forward, the stall is stopped, and then you just roll the plane back to upright, just like you did. As long as you don't try to pull out of it until the wings are level, then it's okay. We'll climb back up, we'll try it one more time. Notice how aggressive you got to be with the controls to get it to do that. It's pretty extreme. And again, these accidents happen when people sort of panic and sort of jam the rudder in to try to make the airplane turn. Then we get a right turn again. That's a good heading there. Same thing whenever you're ready, so we'll just slow down to 80 or 90.
Go at 4,000?
Yep. Start a turn to the left. And then just start trying to turn the airplane with the rotor, getting the stick back. And this time, as soon as you feel it stall, just kind of unload the stick and roll back to upright. There you go. See how fast you can correct for it once you kind of know it and anticipate it? Didn't even lose 40 feet. That was great. So that's why you don't want to skid turns or try to turn the airplane with the rudder. It just tricks you into pulling back on the stick, and it makes it want to do that little half flip. We'll do the same thing with a slip. Now this is going to be way more stable. We'll slow down to about 80. And then just put the airplane in a forward slip, either direction, and we're going to see if we can stall it. And it's going to be hard to stall.
Okay, so here's the, we'll try and do stuff like this.
Yep, that's great.
Like that.
And then, okay, that's a little too aggressive. If you're too aggressive, it just won't be able to stall it. So really try to see if you can keep the nose up.
All right, yeah, I was letting it go down. Up.
Yeah, a little more power. A little more. There you go. We'll make a turn either direction as we climb up here. Going until we're all the way turned around here. Good, we'll try that one more time.
Do you want me to try to hold the nose level while I slip?
Yeah, exactly. Try to actually get the nose up. We're going to see if we can stall.
Okay, so pull the power back.
Yep. Just kind of smoothly go into it. There you go. That's all the bank you need right there. So just more rudder, more rudder. Too much aileron. Yeah, there you go. See how with all that bank, it's impossible to get it to stall? So just keep the stick coming back a little bit, see if you can get it to stall. It might roll off just a little to the left, in which case just let off the rudder. Good. Excellent. So you got to get pretty extreme to get it to do anything. So think about a normal slip to land, you're not going to get anywhere close to that. We'll go and turn around. And if you're up to it, we probably got time for one more thing. Okay. I'll just keep this turn going until we're kind of headed back towards the airport here. realistic aileron roll. And this is a way to practice using that rolling technique to level the airplane. It's very, very simple. We're just going to bring the nose up about 20 or 30 degrees and just relax the elevator to neutral, so to sort of unload the controls, and then use just the aileron to roll it all the way around one time. It actually doesn't feel like anything. So you can add a little more power. A little more power. There you go. Level off for a second to get some speed. And then just bring the nose up. A little more nose up. A little more. Now just let go of the stick for a second and then roll it with the aileron.
Hey, Linda.
Just keep going all the way around. Easy, huh? Easy.
So landing 27.
That was great. Alright, you want to repeat anything, or we can try something else, or we can head back? It's up to you. I'm good, I think. Alright, nice flight. Thank you. And we can just basically push the nose down.
Oh, we're going to descend now, I guess.
Yeah. And we'll set up for left traffic on 1-1. And you can leave the throttle right where it's at, and we'll literally just shove the nose down. That'll keep some heat on the engine. And this airplane is super easy to slow down, so we don't have to worry about getting a 2 set up in advance.
There's our runway there,
So however you want to set up for left traffic on 1-1, which is basically landing exactly that way.
So we're on the downwind, kind of?
No, we're too far out for a downwind.
Alright.
If you want to just keep turning to the left here, we'll do kind of a turn to the left and then just swing back around to the right. It'll put us sort of on a 45.
Keep coming down?
Yep. It likes to go fast. King City traffic, extra 771 Tango Alpha is about 2 miles to the east, 2000 descending for left traffic runway 11 King City. And I can bring the power back just a little bit. This will put us pretty much right on a 45.
And you come in at what, 1,000 feet?
Yeah. King City traffic, extra 771 Tango Alpha is on a 1 mile, left 45 runway 11 King City. Alright, I've got the controls.
You have the controls.
You can follow me through, but just sort of make sure your toes are down off the tops of the pedals where the brakes are at.
Roger.
It's a really easy airplane to land. Extras left downwind 11 King City. I'll check the winds as we go by here. We want to play a nice tight pattern because it doesn't glide all that well, so keeping it in to where at any point now if we had an engine issue we could still make the runway is ideal. We're going to slow up to about 100 knots. And we always want to come in like we're feeling too high and too fast because it descends really well. And King City traffic, extra 771 Tango Alpha is left base to final runway 11 King City. I'm in a 3-point land, which is sort of the standard way to land the airplane, so we're trying to get all 3 wheels to touch at the same time. And this thing does it almost automatically. If I get my speed right on final, about 85 to 90 knots, and I just don't move anything, it'll just roll right on the runway. And extras turn to final 11 King City. I like my attitude here, my alignment's good, there's a rudder for alignment. I'm just going to slow down about 90. Right about there, just hold it and just let the airplane land itself. It can come slowly all the way back.
That was kind of a 3-point.
Yep. Back where we started. Nice flight.
Thank you, that was fun. It was really good.